Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flake Show. My name is Chris Wong. Some updates for DCEU. Nothing much, but remember that production weekly that we got about the Batman? Apparently, it's beginning production in spring of 2019. At least that's the rumor. At least that's what it's talking about. Along with the other movies. So, like, Birds of Prey, The Flash, are all going to be in production in spring of 2019, which is really exciting. The Batman has been always saying, "Oh, it's going to be in production this year, be in production," but of course it keeps delaying and delaying. But now that I think Matt Reeves has got it, hopefully got it down. I don't know if he sent in the draft or his script yet or not. But there was another little bit thing in that production weekly is that Ben Affleck is named producer along with Jeff Johns, and with his Mad Ghost Productions. So, what does that mean exactly? Well, I think because Ben Affleck was involved in the first, part of that project of the Batman, maybe that's why you're throwing his name in. Does that mean he's going to be the Batman, or is he just going to narrate the Batman, or he's just going to be the producer of the Batman and not actually be in it? Maybe he starts being an executive producer. Who knows? And we all would like to know what the heck is going on with that. So no real big news, but I thought I'd let you know that Ben Affleck is going to be, well, his name is going to be there. His name is going to be within that thing. I don't know if it's because of he used to be the Batman or not. So just take that a little bit lightly. But for people who want to see Ben Affleck involved in the Batman, at least that would give you a little bit of reprieve, maybe just a little bit. So I hope you're happy about that. But I am excited to see what comes up about that. Hopefully we get a little bit more news as we get closer, and maybe a more significant update from Matt Reeves, more than what we've already known. So that's awesome and cool. The other thing is that James Gunn apparently is wants other production companies wants to hire him, right? So we know that he was fired and canned from Disney, from Marvel, from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Who knows if they're going to use it? There's people saying they're going to use the Guardian of the Galaxy 3 script. There are other people saying they're throwing it out. I don't know where it's at right now. But the main thing I want to talk about is that they're saying that a bunch of production companies, including Warner Brothers, named drop that company is looking at James Gunn to be part of them. Now, Warner Brothers is a giant company. They do everything, okay? They could be making the next Titanic movie or whatever, with James Gunn as the director. Who knows, right? They're going to do other things like that. Not necessarily they're saying that DC movie, okay? But of course, all of our minds go there because he worked on, well, I don't know, a comic book movie like Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and he was supposed to be Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Of course, we all know what happened with that. But Warner Brothers picking him up for that, I'm not too excited about it. I'm kind of like, well, if it's a Warner Brothers picture, it could be really anything. But if it's going to be a DC film, I'm kind of like, well, I don't really, when I go and watch a Marvel movie, I know what to expect from a Marvel movie. Of course, Infinity War kind of changed that. But I pretty much know what to expect. I don't want to go into a DC film expecting something like a Marvel movie. There is a place and time for that type of film. Of course, the DC maybe it's starting to turn that way again. In which, if that happens, then they've really learned nothing from what happened to Justice League, right? You went from Joss Whedon Justice League, and there you're going to go ahead and grab another Marvel guy to make something in the DC universe. It really is. It's just like you Marvel, for Marvel fans, I don't know if you're going to be happy with that. Maybe you want to see more Marvel type movies when you can't wait for the next Marvel movie. I'm happy for you, I guess, but we really need some diversity with that, or there's going to be some kind of superhero fatigue, in a way that a lot of people are, I've I know a bunch of people who are getting a little bit tired of the Marvel formula. I'm glad Infinity War kind of changed it up a little bit, but I feel like it's going to go back there eventually. Ant-Man and the Wasp kind of did that, although the ending credits was spectacular. But, I really hope that if James Gunn does do something in DC, he could do something that's a lot of quirky. I hear Green Lantern, but I'm like, well, that's not, we don't have to go, just because he did Guardians of the Galaxy doesn't mean he's the only guy that can do a space opera. Come on, it's like, especially in that type of way, maybe make him do Elastic Man or something, something quirky like that. But for any case, it's one other production. They have named all the other ones, and it does seem like Disney, there are even rumors that Disney may hire him back or may not hire him back. Who knows at this point? But I'm just talking about the aspect of the thought process of what might go in my mind when I hear things like James Gunn is going to be in a DC property, and I don't quite care for that. But if there is a certain hero or villain or something that could probably work with that, Lobo, I don't know, something that he could work with, and yeah, but not. I'm really iffy on that Green Lantern Corps. I really don't think that would be a good route for him. But anyway, that is that. So it's rumors, more than anything in the world. There's so many rumors, but I thought I'd put that out there, my opinion on that little subject matter. Of course, there are a lot of opinions out there, and a lot of them is towards the release, the Snyder Cut people, right? So they're calling us a movement. They're calling us all the types of names. They're calling us fascists or whatever, a bunch of people are just name calling here at this point. I guess someone went on Vero and then just looked up Fiona, looked up Zack Snyder, and like, oh look, they're not following each other. And then people like Jeremy Conrad just took off with it. Just started being a real had that bully mentality, just to want to take down a notch, just want to call people names. He's like going to school and saying the guy with the glasses, hey nerd, you four-eyed nerd, it's that type of bully mentality. It's kind of weird. It's kind of, if you don't care for it, if you don't, why do you even bother citing about it? But anyway, he did that. So he says, oh, look, the leader of the group is being unfollowed by Zack Snyder, and Zack Snyder unfollowed her. Well, if you actually know what the aspects of Vero is that they're like pretty much like 4 tiers. Following, you can follow anybody pretty much, and they can follow you. Or if you allow, you have to put in your settings to allow that. And they're also allowing, you can also allow other tiers. The close relationship tiers, which is called acquaintances, friend, and then there's close friend. Now, all these three, they can set it and things like that. So once you're like an acquaintance, you're not actually being shown as followed or following someone else. Once you're an acquaintance, you're an acquaintance. You're together. You're like friends, and of course there's more. There's friends and then close friends. So there's that. So I think he didn't understand that. I couldn't find the tweet anymore. I wonder if he deleted it. But I was trying to say, I don't think he understood Vero at all. And a lot of people who saw that didn't understand Vero at all. But I just wanted to put it out there. Fiona and Zack Snyder, I don't know what relationship they have in between those three: acquaintance, friend, and close friend. I gotta say, it's probably the diamond close friend. Who knows? I don't know. Fiona knows. I don't know if she put it out on Twitter. I thought she did. But that just goes to show how they're trying to find every little piece to take us down, right? They're really trying so hard. For what reason? I have no idea. Why don't you go on with your lives and leave us alone with what we're trying to do here, right? We're trying to do what the fans have done with the Richard Donner cut. They wrote a snail mail campaign to Warner Brothers and actually got a positive response from Warner Brothers saying that they're going to work on it. So there is that. So this is just another part of this campaign, or hashtag release the Snyder Cut. And we're going to handwrite letters. I've seen a lot of cool letters, and oh my God, what Fiona did, that was pretty beautiful. That's awesome. Throw mine away. anyway. But everybody gets a chance to write a letter, and so I think we should be all happy for that. We should have that partial, more positive movement. Don't go name calling and things like that. It just makes it worse. In fact, I think the person that was writing to Jeremy Conrad was actually not even part of our movement. I think they tried to do that to kind of make us look bad in a way, and I believe people do that in society and stuff. So that's unfortunate because that does not represent the best of us, and I think we just got to keep driving that positivity home. So the snail mail campaign is still going on. I know I said I was supposed to put down in the description of the other video. I'll try to do it in this video. So in the description, details of when you should mail out, what you should mail out, and things like that. And hopefully you're coincide with the timelines and stuff. And we really got to stick together. Okay, we really got to stick together. We really got to do this as a team. We got to be a team player here. Okay, the deeper the bond, the better we fight, and I think that speaks for itself on how we should communicate ourselves to Warner Brothers. So that's how we're gonna hopefully get an answer, and that is our main goal. It's just to get an answer. We need an answer, yes or no, direct from a Warner Brothers official. In this case, we are sending directly to Walter Hamada. He may relay his message to Variety or the Hollywood Reporter, who have be courageous enough to make a quote with their name on it. Not just some senior executive. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.